Well, the first thing I'd like to do is just admit how lucky I am to get to work for a guy like Tom. I worked for a lot of people in my career, and I've never worked for anybody that cared more about helping me be more successful than Tom, helping our players become more successful than Tom does. You know, Tom's the first one there every day. He's the last one to leave. He lives it. He lives it, and he's a great example for all of us. And he wants our players, as all the student athletes at EIU, he wants them to have the greatest possible student experience that they can have. And he serves as a mentor to me and our assistant coaches and everybody. And I feel blessed to have Tom as somebody that I get the opportunity to work with. Thank you, Tom. I'd like to, some introductions and some thank yous. I'd like to thank Mike and his staff, Seth and Summer, for putting this together, but really for all that they do for us. You know, once we get into the season, we really, we don't, now the assistant coaches, they get to do the pregame interviews and stuff like that. But myself, I do some stuff with David, I guess, mostly in the preseason, but it's mostly basketball for me. So they do a lot of the leg work, and just really appreciative for all the extra effort that you guys do that makes this six-man club so special. And I'd be remiss, like you people are the lifeblood of EIU basketball. And I said it, I think the last time that we were together, I know we're not where any of us want to be, but I hope you feel like we're heading to where we all want to be. And when we get there, it'll be worth it. Because as Tom said, we're doing it the right way. We're not breaking rules. Our kids are graduating. Our guys had a 3.0 in the first semester. Hopefully they'll do the same thing in the second semester. Like, we're going to do things the right way. And when you're doing it the right way and you accomplish and you win championships, it makes it even more special. And our guys aren't cutting corners, but we're able to do some of the things that we're able to do because of you, because of the financial support. We got a new scouting program this year, Just Play, because of your financial donations. It's an analytical thing that we use for every game that we prepare for, and it's very helpful. We got new Titan data things that our guys, they look like training bras if you see our guys out there warming up. But it monitors how much the coaches are working. Which I'm hot and cold on that one. We're trying to work our way through that. But that's another example. Our players, we're able to treat them to more meals. There's just a lot of things financially that, Zoom give us some money to be able to take the players out for a nice breakfast. It's all so much appreciated. I pray that y'all understand that and feel that, because we all appreciate it very, very much. And it does make us feel special. And as I tell you, if there's anything that we can ever do for you people, for your families, don't hesitate, because we feel like you're a part of our family. And I'll leave it at that. But thank you so much. Some introductions. All right, I'll start with Cindy. Cindy's she's gonna retire at the end of the year, and we're blessed to have Cindy. Cindy's our academic advisor. Stand up, Cindy. Cindy has done a great job with our players. Just advise our players. She consults with them. She gets some tutors. She's a female figure for our guys. That mom away from home that some of our guys. She's a good person, and she does a lot of nice things for our players, and we appreciate everything that you do for us. Cindy, thank you. All right, Jeff Freeberg, our administrator. Eric Williams is our strength coach. Okay, this young lady is, it's first time we've actually had a student assistant. She's done an outstanding job. She's on the track team, Claire Shaver. Okay, I'm going to get in trouble on this one, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. One of my favorite people. She inspires me. She seems to know when I need a Bible verse or a hug or whatever it may be. I'm not sure anybody loves EIU any more than Sandy King. My cheat sheet out here this year, I'm sure I'm going to leave somebody out, so just throw something at me if I do. I want to introduce our managers, okay? I want you to understand, these managers don't make any money, and they get the title of manager, but they're more like, in their own way, you guys are going to get the big head when I say this, but you're like assistant coaches in a lot of ways. They do a lot of duties far and beyond what most managers do, but and this first guy here, he definitely fits that. We're losing him. He's senior manager, Carlos Cortez. The second one isn't worth dying. This guy's one of my favorites, Mike Abbey. Spell? Right. All right, now to the real men that do the work. You know, any head coach isn't worth a darn without a great staff. We had a lot of turnover with our staff this year, and I would tell you that these guys have done an outstanding job. Not just on the floor, not just during the game, but mentoring our players. One of the things that's really important to me when I'm hiring a staff is having guys that can be good role models for the players. That they can watch what Coach McBride's doing, even when doesn't know they're watching him, and he's doing the right things, so our players know how to act, and right down the line. So, Rich McBride. Introduce his wife Rachel and his daughter Lyric. Orland and London. Move the chairs up just a little bit. I think Lundo might take a lap. Kylan Butler. And then honestly, this guy here, everybody knows this, that's around me. I'd be lost without this guy. And this guy helps me tremendously. And that's Coach Lockhart. I'd like to introduce his lovely wife, Kim. Seen Jalen. Is Jalen here? Jalen. All right, stand up. Jalen up. No man. Okay, we'll see you next year. Just to echo a little bit about what Tom had said. We didn't finish the way that we would like, but I think if you go back to the very beginning, I think when we played out of Kansas, I think that opened a lot of people's eyes, including mine, to be honest with you. Like, you really don't know what to expect when you're going to go play at Kansas. And it's not really one of Kansas's best teams. I think that's kind of, as the season's gone. But you're playing Kansas at Kansas. That's a pretty good barometer to kind of see where you're at. And with 5 minutes to go in the game, really it could go either way. So I think it opened up a lot of eyes. It kind of showed the potential of what our team could do. And then as we got into the early part of our conference schedule, I was really proud of our guys. We go down to Tennessee Martin, who I don't remember exactly what they were picked, but I think they were picked in the top 4. It was an ESPNU game, and we go down there and beat them on the road. And then we go on down to Little Rock, and they end up winning. They're one of the co-champs with Martin, and we beat Little Rock on the road. So, I mean, we really got off to a good start. Cooper had been having some foot issues at that time, so we come back and we play Moorhead, and played okay. We're in it for about 3/4 of the game, and then they kind of spurted at the end. The next day, Cooper's out, basically for the rest of the season. And that's kind of how our season was, is we had different guys in and out of the lineup for the rest of the year. But what I'm most proud of is guys stepped up. They didn't make excuses. They didn't point fingers. They looked at it as an opportunity. And, we didn't play perfect by any means, but our guys never quit. They were a resilient group. You can go right down through every game of the season, all the way down to the last one. These kids never quit. They fought and they battled and they scrapped and they scraped, and that's how they were in practice. They came with an attitude every day that they wanted to get better. They wanted to play for each other, and they wanted to accomplish things that hadn't been accomplished in a few years. And they did it. They did it. And I think that's something that our staff is super proud of, because that's something that you look for, not only in individuals, but in a team. Somebody that doesn't give in. That when it gets tough, you tighten that belt loop one more belt, and you just keep fighting and scrapping. Because it's not only going to help you in basketball, it's going to help you in the game of life. And that's one thing that I'm super proud of. And the seniors, Tom hit it. Jermaine, we got off to a rocky start, and we stayed together. And you graduated in December. You were banged up. You came back, and you really made a contribution at the end of the season. I'm really proud of you, and I appreciate you hanging in there. You know what I mean? As we talked about at the end of the year, now your challenge is, finish like a champion. Finish like a champion and live the rest of your life that way. You know what I mean? Because you win or lose by the way you choose. And if you listen to the right voices, you make the right choices. And you can have a heck of a life, son. You can have a heck of a life. Lures, I told you in the locker room the other night, you're one of my most favorite guys I've ever coached. Just because you bring it every day. You're like that hockey guy without all the equipment. Like, you practice hurt, you play hurt. Like, you don't talk. You talk on the floor like you do in the locker room. You've been a hell of a player. But you're tough, and you got a big heart, and you came here as a walk-on. You earned a scholarship. That's what college athletics is all about. And I appreciate so much all the blood, sweat, and tears that you poured into the program. How about that, Dan? You never thought you'd hear that out of my mouth. Tiger, we've already had our conversation. Man, I'm glad I made those 4 or 5 calls a day to you in the summer. But thankful that you gave us a shot, and you earned first team all league. I think Rich told me today, I think we've only had 8 players since Eastern's been in the Ohio Valley to be first team All-League. And that's a hell of an accomplishment. And as I'm telling Jermaine, you've done a good job of this. Leave here the right way. Do your work. Do your work in the class. Leave here. Because you see, I mean, this is family. This is what it's all about. You know what I mean? You got a legacy here. People are going to know who Tiger Booker is when you come back here because of because of what you've done. All right? So there's the seniors right there. All right, Carson Prost, guess you're a junior, right? Yeah. He's a walk-on. He's from Mount Vernon. Just a super young man. I mean, busts his butt every day. Good shooter. 4.0 student. Just a quality guy. Appreciate everything you do, Carson. His partner in crime's not here. Luke White. Oh, that's right. We got mono. I didn't shake your hand, Jerry. And he's still got it. Same thing. Super guy. He's a walk-on. Comes to practice. Works his butt off every day. Appreciate everything you do, Luke. Yes, I got to do a lap then. Super guy, works hard every day. Doesn't know the damn plays. He's a point guard. He's a super guy. Works hard every day. He doesn't miss practice either. He's a tough kid. And we appreciate everything you do. Those are. Rufino. Otis. Stand up. Unique bird here now. Like, he really had a good year for us. He did a lot of great things. He's unique in I mean, everybody else in the room, like, that ball's a drug now. Like, we want to shoot it and score it. Roe's an unselfish guy. Like, he just wants to do things to help his team win. You hear that, Ty?
Yeah.
Like, he's screener, great in his pick and roll coverages. He's just a super young man. We're fortunate to have Rodolfo. Isaiah Griffin. Hey. Too bad this guy had a slight tear in his meniscus. He missed like the last 4 or 5 weeks. This young man has a chance to really be special. Like, he plays extremely hard. He's got a high motor. Loves the game. Super competitive. He got healthy at the end, but he'd been out and hadn't had the reps. But I think he's got a high ceiling. Isaiah Griffin. Jalen Gibson. We got a couple of these guys on the team, but he's like a Swiss Army knife. Like, Jalen plays a lot of different positions for us. I mean, at one time he played the 4. We had him out there at the 4. We was running flip flow and he was slipping those ball screens. Tough kid. He played with a mallet finger. I don't even know what that is. I just read Jeff's injury. Sprained an ankle earlier in the season, missed 3 weeks, so set him back a little bit. But tough kid, knows how to play. Jalen Gibson. Sincere, C. Malone. kind of like that Swiss Army knife as well. Sincere plays a lot of positions. We played him at the 5 some. Obviously, he's a great defender, really anticipates well. For a guy his size, he can handle it, distribute the basketball, really good at attacking the rim. But he gives us a lot of versatility. Good free throw shooter, late in games. What's that?
You said he was a handle, but
Good handle. He's a super guy to be around. Sincere Malone. Corey Sawyer. Corey. Corey actually, he had a heck of a year. He got hurt there at the end of the year. Didn't play the Western game and probably was still feeling a little bit of that in the SIUE game, but he really played well. I know he had some big games for us. Plays with a ton of energy, got great speed, he can shoot the 3, slashes. He's a building block for us, somebody that we think has a chance to really grow, and if Eric does his job, you might see the Incredible Hulk next year. Corey Sawyer. Kendall Davis. Kendall probably grew as much as anybody during the course of the year, and really Cooper's injury probably helped KD as much as anybody. I mean, he really stepped up, he really grew, and he had some terrific games for us. I know he was in the top 5 in the league in steals. He had several double-doubles down the stretch. I mean, he's just scratching the surface. I mean, if he really makes a commitment in the offseason here and works on his skill set, he's got a chance to really be special. Kendall Davis. Is anybody else sweating, or is it just me? Cooper Jacoby. I have a hard one with this because I just wish I could have seen our team if Coop didn't get hurt. Coop was having a great year, getting about 8 rebounds, 11 points when he got hurt. And as I said, he played 3 games injured. Coop can shoot it, he can rebound it, he's got good hands. He's a super young man, 4.0. Again, somebody that I think will be a major part as we move forward. Got to get stronger, got to get a little bit stronger in the weight room, but somebody I think is going to be an outstanding player for us. Cooper Jacoby. This guy here, he's one of my favorites here. Kyle Shelton. All right, stroke one in from 3 and show these people what you do after you make a 3. Boom, boom, boom! No, I want the other one.
knock down.
Hey, Jerry. What do you think Coach Knight would have done if I'd have did that when I made it?
Throwing a chair.
Here's why Nikhil's one of my favorites. Nikhil went through a ton of injuries this year. He had something wrong with his shoulder, played through it. I don't know what else. He maybe a broken hand. I think he had a cast on for a couple days. Played through it. I mean, he's just a tough guy. He loves basketball. He loves the game. He's a shot maker. Came back at the end of the year and really gave us a huge lift. And I think if he continues to work and has a great off season, I think he can really be special as well. The cow show. Probably talking too long here. Hey, we led the league in steals as a team. Tiger was #1. Kendall was in the top 5. We led the league in turnover margin, which meant we didn't turn the ball over. We were the least in turning it over, and we took it away the most. We were the top 20 in the nation. And we don't press. We don't press. That says a lot about these guys, being active in the half court, knocking the ball loose. We had the highest free throw percentage that Eastern's had in the last 10 years. First time making the tournament in the last 4. We had 4 conference road wins. I said that about Tiger leading the league. KD was in the top 5. I mean, there's a lot of small wins. Small wins. We got a great core of guys coming back. If we add to this core, then I think we got a chance to really compete for a championship. And I really mean that. Really mean it. These guys are not just good basketball players. They're great young men. And I know you guys know that because you send me stuff all the time. You know what I mean? Cindy just told me what the Hilton Garden Inn said about our players down at Evansville. Like, they're doing things the right way. And that's the way it should be. You know, that's who we are. That's who we want to be. But I can't thank everybody enough for coming out. Can't thank you enough for what you do for our basketball program. And go Panthers.
Knowing the staff as you know it, who in the world is teaching defense? Because I don't think any of those people played any.
Bob Lockhart.
Well, I'm not going to say anything more because you've heard it all, other than just to thank you once again for everything that you all do. Players, coaches, 6-man club members. It's been look, we have incrementally gotten better. First time in the tournament, 4 years, Marty mentioned that. And we know that it's going to get even better. And the commitment of you 6-man folks is making a difference. So stay with it. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.